Final Fantasy XVI The Rising Tide Story DLC drops in April, adds new area, ally, and more. We've known Final Fantasy XVI would be getting a pair of story expansions for some time now, with the first one, Echoes of the Fallen, being more of a bite-sized experience. Thankfully, the second, The Rising Tide, will be much meatier, and today at a panel at PAX West, Square Enix pulled the curtain back on what to expect. The DLC will introduce a new area, the coastal land of Mysidia, an additional ally for your team named Shula, and the powerful water recon, Leviathan. You can check out a trailer for Final Fantasy XVI, The Rising Tide, below. Here's a rundown of the key features included in Final Fantasy XVI, The Rising Tide. An unmarked letter arrives at the hideaway containing a request. Most curious, the dominant of Leviathan, long-lost icon of water, is in need of rescue. To heed this call, Clive and his companions must journey to Mysidia, a hidden land under a blue sky, where they will uncover the tragic history of a forgotten people. A new ally, Shula. An invaluable ally on Clive's journey to rescue Leviathan's dominant. A new area, Mysidia. Deep within a sea of darkness, sanctuary exists for those who know where to look, a lost oasis untouched by the ever-encroaching blight. It is beneath her emerald boughs that both man and beast have found their final haven. New abilities, Leviathan. Tame the tides and drown your enemies both near and far with the terrible might of the icon of water. Summon onto Clive's off-arm a sea-spitting serpent capable of attacking enemies at great distances, using triangle and square. Leviathan's iconic feat, Serpent's Cry. New in-game content, Cairo's Gate. Unlock this challenging new mode after completing both the Rising Tide and the main game scenarios. Fight your way through 20 stages, each one growing more difficult. Earn points during battle and use them to upgrade Clive. Maximize battle performance to earn more points. Find new materials and weapons at the end of each stage. Aim for a spot on the global leaderboard. The Rising Tide expansion will set you back $20 on its own, or you can get it as part of the $25 Final Fantasy XVI expansion pass along with Echoes of the Fallen. The DLC will launch alongside a free update that adds new features like remappable controls, the ability to quickly warp back to quest givers to finish missions quicker, and more. Final Fantasy XVI can be played on PS5, although a PC port isn't too far off. The Rising Tide expansion launches on April 18th.